Just a dad talking to dads and aspiring dads alike. Episode 7. I'm just here to be dad. The show about everything or nothing at all. He didn't become a dad the usual way. For years, he was just Mr. R. To the fourth graders at a small Kentucky elementary school, the guy with the crooked tie and a steady voice who kept showing up no matter how rough the year before had been. Same classroom, same chipped desk, same math lesson he could teach half asleep. Then one afternoon during dismissal, one of his students pulled him aside. "Can I tell you something?" the boy asked. "You're kind of like my dad. I mean, more than my dad, my real dad. He's not really around." Mr. R laughed it off. In the moment, it was funny, it was silly, but that sentence stuck to his ribs on the drive home. See, he'd been waking up, grading papers, breaking up arguments over pencils, thinking his job was just to get kids through long division. But to this kid, and then another, and another, his job was something else. Be the grown man who didn't leave. Months later, life twisted. The boy's home situation collapsed, and Mr. R was asked a question. No training day had prepared him for this question. Would you consider taking him in? He said yes, then yes again. Before long, he was a father of 4 overnight, instant family, born out of a 1,000 quiet mornings and one huge, terrifying yes. He still wakes up to the same alarm, same building, same hallways, but now, when he lays out his shirt for the next day, there are four sets of smaller clothes laid out too. He did it again. And this time it changed everything. There's an art to doing it again, especially when being a dad, whether adopted kids or blood, the paint bleeds the same. The canvas size may change, yet the painter remains present the same, always ready to do it again. Like I said, whether adopted or blood, we all, as dads, adopt this responsibility to do it again. No matter the outcome, uncertain circumstances, or even failure, time and time again, we love unconditionally while at the same time creating the best conditions for our children to grow. Grow into people whom live their life, pursue dreams, and constantly ignite their ambitions. We do it again. Whether they like it or not, see it or never know, we do it. We do it again. Not the kind that gets applause, not the kind anyone frames or posts. The quiet art of waking up when your body is tired, your mind is heavy, and yesterday already took more than it gave. As a dad, pain doesn't always scream, but it damn sure is loud. And not always from our mouth, but in our head, as we often suffer in silence. And I know it's a buzzword, but it's a harsh reality, yet the outbursts happen despite the silent agony. And I hate it. It's unexpected. A sitting volcano no one ever thought would explode. Pretty soon you get tired of apologizing, so eventually you stop saying sorry. Whenever I think about that word sorry, I can't help but remember a dope fighter I had the privilege of training with and seeing his growth all the way to semi-pro monster. Dope doc I shot on him. Maybe share that one day if he's down. He knows who it is, but anyways, yeah, he knows who he is. he said after one night of training at the great Extreme Power Gym, Suyor Palong, he said that his dad's philosophy on saying sorry, that it was blunt and simple. Don't say sorry unless real change follows. Shut up and do better. At that time and in that moment, it hit me. And it still does every time I think about it. I tend not to forget the dad phrases or moments, however and whomever they come from. Yet it's a constant worry. As you do with everything you got, strong as you may be, the weight is heavy. Sometimes that weight sits in your chest when you're carrying worries your kids will never know you held. Concerns you may amplify in your mind as if God's provided some type of trailer for each decade. Yet in reality, you don't know. So you simply do it again without knowing the end, the lesson, the training, the how many times have we gone over this? The talks, the walks, all of it. We do it again. The hardest part is the discipline, the daily choosing not to unload that weight onto the people you're protecting. Doing it again means showing up when no one is watching, cheering, or even sometimes you're void of any real life rubric, anything measured is but air, vapor. It's here and then it's gone. Only the matter in the moment. And once that moment is gone, you're faced with yet another measuring stick or checklist you failed to notice along this dad journey. It never stops. If I'm doing it right, if I'm doing enough, did I say the right thing? Did I miss something? It never ends, and you're left with nothing more than the greatest calling known to man. The hill we die on, the cross we bear, if you will. And not every effort looks perfect. It ain't always pretty. Not every result is obvious. Sometimes we have to be patient. Yet as we can consistently do, especially when it feels imperfect, there's blessings in what we do that produces growth you may not always immediately see. The doing builds strength. The doing builds discipline. The victories and the loss still have purpose. The greatest calling known to man that calls for you to do it again. Cause I'm just here to beat. I'm just here to beat. I'm just here to beat. Dad. I'm just here to beat. 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 Dad. I'm just here to beat. I'm just here to beat. Dad. It's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. I'm just here to beat. I'm just here to beat. Dad. I'm just here to beat. I'm just here to beat. Dad. I'm just here to beat. I'm just here to beat. It's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. Dad. 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 I'm just here to beat. I'm just here to beat.